Let's check out your boy using that OPS 9 bang. My man is running in circles, man. Damn. Got a problem on your hands, rolling with the big bells. I got a problem on my hands, cause there's a problem on the set. What's up, everybody? Problems back. First off, that dude I just hit with the 9 bang, fucked up, right? There's nothing you can do but die. Second of all, I'm gonna have to speed through this because I got some stats to get on with the ICR and the Vapr. This first gameplay though, I'm the host and I'm playing with a friend of mine. He's a casual player. And you can tell the skill-based matchmaking is cranked up because of me. Second game, he's the host and you can tell it's toned down. Like, we going basically off of his stats. But let's get on to this ICR and this Vapr because I got a whole lot to talk about. The ICR has a damage of 3729, which means it's going to be a 5 to 6 shot kill. It's 600 rounds per minute. Headshots will bump it up from 40 to 31. So, you'd be 4 to 5 shots to kill instead of 5 to 6. Unless you're going for headshot camos, though, I wouldn't fuck with the headshots, really. And if you're shooting a dude with body armor, this is for all assault rifles. It's going to take you one more body shots to kill him. Just one more. Alright. You got a reload speed of 1.75. I think that's what it is. I know they just nerfed the reload time of the gun, but I think it's at 175. Your movement speed is 95%, which is kind of standard for the assault rifles other than the Vapr, which we're about to get into. Your sprint out is 300, which is kind of standard, other than the Vapr also. But if you're running gun ho and quick draw, we can take that sprint out down to 220. So if you like the ICR, I recommend running quick draw and gun ho. You got a movement speed of 45% when you're ADS strafing. When you pointing your gun and you're moving, it's 45%. You know, the ICR has very little idle sway and recoil if you're running attachment grip 1 and 2. And with that 3729, the 37 damage extends out to 50 meters, which is quite far. So most of the time your ICR is going to be a 5-shot kill. So I wouldn't recommend long barrel at all. I don't like this gun, but I got some gameplay right here this morning of it. Let's get to the classes on that I run. You're gonna hear me pull out my notes. I had to write down some shit. Of course, grip 1 and 2, FMJ. And I would run a reflex sight or a recon sight. Recon sight, if you're having problems aiming, try out the recon sight. It helps with the recoil on the any gun. Try that out. It'll help you a lot. Grip 1 and 2 FMJ. I'd run my perks is engineer, gun ho, dead silence. And I came up with a second class if I was to use this gun. It would be quick draw, grip 1 and 2, and FMJ. Since we got quick draws, no gun, no engineer, just gun ho and dead silence for my perks. And either acoustic radar or stem shot. I'll leave that up to you. Alright? Excuse me. Let's get on to the Vapr, because I got a whole lot to talk about on the Vapr. I'll probably run out of time if I wait till that gameplay starts. So let's get into it now. The ICR I would not recommend using. Unless you're if you're in a long gunfight, ICR is pretty good. If not, they nerfed the hell out the ICR. The headshot damage is what made that gun, and they nerfed that. So, and we all knew. I told y'all it was coming. A nerf was coming to that gun. Because anytime you get in the game, I got in the game against 5 users playing with the ICR on the other team. First time ever in a Call of Duty match I'll ever play the game with the whole other team using one gun. Think I'm catching a cold again. Let's get on to that Vapr though. This is a whole lot to talk about that Vapr. Alright, with the Vapr, I'm gonna start off straight up telling you, headshots only matter on this gun if you're using high caliber. If you're not using high caliber, which I don't know why you wouldn't be using it on this gun, the headshot's not gonna matter. We got a damage range of 34, 32, 29. It's gonna be 5 to 6 shots to kill. The 5-shot range is 30 meters. You know, you can double that with long barrel out to 60 meters. And I'm not doing any hardcore, so if y'all want me to do hardcore, you're gonna have to tell me. I don't play hardcore, but I can do that for you. All right, we got a rounds per minute will be 650. I round my numbers a little bit. If you use rapid fire, which I highly recommend on this gun, it'll be right around 700 rounds a minute. I think it's like 697 to 700, somewhere up in there. Okay, let's get to high caliber. With high caliber, you'll be dealing a damage range of, well, not damage range, damage of 48, 45, 41, which means it's got a sweet spot on this gun of 12.5 meters. And I gotta give a shout out to my boy Ace. Got some of this shit from him. But in 12.5 meters, if you was to hit 1 headshot and 3 body shots, you get a kill. That's 4 shots. Then from that 12.5 meters to 30 meters, it's going to take you 2 headshots and 2 body shots for a 4-shot kill. So y'all stick with me now. And you know, beyond that, it's going to be 5 shots to kill. If you hit them once in the head beyond 30 meters and 4 body shots, you'll get a 5-shot kill. Now, with the suppressor, it brings your range down by 20%. Oh, let me say this first too before we get to the suppressor. If you use long barrel, which I do highly recommend with this, it'll double that 12.5% to get that 1 headshot and 3 body shots for the 4-shot kill. It'll bump that out to 25 meters. So I highly recommend long barrel. All right, let's talk about that suppressor. It was 10% negative penalty to your range. Now it's 20%, which I think is more than 20%. Fucking suppressor sucks on the Vapr to me now. Maybe y'all have better luck with it, but it shits on me. I don't run it no more. But I do have a class set up with the Vapr on it for y'all in case you want to use the suppressor on it. All right, I got some more shit to talk about on this Vapr. The reload speed with the Vapr is 1.4 seconds. If you use fast mags, 1.3 seconds, so not a big difference. I don't really run fast mags. Your ADS is 300 milliseconds. We don't have no quick draw on this gun, so. Sprint out time is the lowest in the assault rifle class. You got 250 milliseconds. If you run gun ho, it'll drop it down to 175, but you gotta come up shooting. Like, you gotta put your sights up to be shooting for that to work. Your movement speed is the fastest in the assault rifle class too, at 97.5%. Your aim down sight strafe movement, you know, when you aim down sight moving and you're shooting, is 42%. If you run stock, it'll bump that up to 69. If you run stock 2, it'll bump it up to 74. So if you like stock, I really wouldn't use stock 2 because that's not a big difference from stock 1. Your idle sway is very noticeable on this gun. But like I said, if you having problems shooting or, you know, keeping your gun on target, try the recon sight out, man. See how that works for you. And if you have, you know, some success with it, just come back and tell your boy, hey, I fucks with you. You looked out for me. You like, I'm using it in this gameplay right here. Because I want to show y'all that, because I think the recon sight is actually very good in this game. Like, I can't stand a recon sight, never used it before, but in this game, it's kind of like it's necessary. So y'all try that recon sight out for me. I think I got to mostly everything. Yeah, the high caliber attachment is very tricky on this. Let me get to those setups, those best class setups. This is the setup I'm running in this game right here. I got the recon on there, or you can run a reflex if you like, either one. But I'm running the recon. I got rapid fire, high caliber, long barrel. That's my attachments. And I'm running acoustic sensor. That's my gear. My perks are scavenger, gun hold, dead silence. Okay, here go a stealth class for you. I would run either acoustic radar or sensor, whatever you want to call it, or stem shot, one of the two. No sight on the gun. Rapid fire, silencer, long barrel. I think that's it. I think that's how I would go with it. My attachments would be gun hold, dead silence. Your magazine is, it's a little better than normal. It got 35, in your clip, 105 in reserve. That's why I like running that first class, because you can, replenish your ammo. If you're going on long streaks, you're gonna need to do that. If y'all didn't understand what I was talking about with the high caliber, just drop a comment there in the comment section, and I'll try to explain it more and help you out. I highly recommend using this gun, even though they nerfed the fuck out of it. It's my favorite gun in the game. It's my try-hard gun. So if you ever see me playing with this gun, I'm trying to crack motherfucker heads open like an egg. That's just the way it is. Let me see if I got anything else written down. Alright, for your 30 plus meters, I think I already said this, but if you hit one shot in the head and 4 body shots, you'll get that 5-shot kill. But if you hit all body shots, it's going to be 6 shots to kill. So I hope y'all understand what the fuck I was trying to say right there. Well, my man wanted this, so I got to hook him up. Like, you see how when I was shooting that guy right there, I had like a flash? It's kind of hard to track him sometimes with this sight, but it's a whole lot easier to maintain that recoil. Plus, I'm using rapid fire, so that bumps your recoil up. But like, I did go into a custom match, and I just stood there at the wall, and I was shooting the wall with this recon sight earlier, and I really had no recoil really. And what little recoil I had was easy to deal with. Like, you see how it's like a laser beam. So you owe your boy a tip for that. I don't know if I said this, but I need to give a shout out to the boy Ace. He helped me out with I got most of these ties from him. But y'all be safe. I'll be back at you soon with some more. My man Octavius, I got something coming about that skill-based matchmaker for you. It's in the game, it's heavy. But hey, what can we do about it, right? But y'all be safe, man. Peace.